Okay, class. Good day. Today, our lesson will be uh, about manufacturing, merchandising, service processes, and feasibility. So I want you to add this to your compilation of the feasibility, how you will make your feasibility or FS as we know. So manufacturing, merchandising, service process. Okay, so the objective of this on our feasibility is that the objective is to describe the process and making the product or providing the service. Prepare the flow chart of the process involved in making the product or providing the service. Calculate the production capacity of the plant. Devise a shifting schedule for all employees and assess warehousing facility of the proposed venture and create the prototype of the proposed product. So process of making the product example. So you're just, kumbaga sasagutin nyo lang to para mas madali sa inyo. So process of making procedure example. These are an example of the process of making the product example. So yung gagawin nyo kung paano ginagawa yung product, kung paano nyo gagawin yan is parang ganito yung flow chart of the process involved in making the product. So ito yung example. Ito yung mga so pagkagawa nyo kasi ng flow chart, may mga symbols yan. So ilalagay nyo rin yung kung ano mga symbols niyan. So, ayan yung mga example ng symbols. Ito naman yung example ng process flow of an example of this is a soap manufacturing. So, yun yung flow nila. You can see on your chart there. So, yan yung umpisa hanggang sa matapos. So, sa manufacturing side. Ito naman yung flow chart ng daily method of operation no of yung mismong nangyayari doon sa business nyo kung ano yung saan nagsimula no malakihan nyo na lang yan favor tapos ito naman yung estimated so after nyong gumawa niyan so table yan gagawin niyo yung mga table na yan doon sa inyo make sure that it is uh, tawag nito, it is meticulously pagkakagawa ng flowchart ng business nyo. No? Estimated production capacity to. So, ito yung production capacity. How to, so it is the most significant criteria used for vendor selection by the buyers. The reason behind is that the production time of a order is directly relative to the vendor's production capacity. So we're talking about the plant na. So may mga businesses diyan na kailangan ng plant or yung warehouse o yung pinakang ginagawa yung product. So the capacity of the plant is mostly expressed using the total machines factory have. Second, the number of pieces the factory produces on a daily basis for the specific products must be calculated. And the next, planner, no, should know exactly how much capacity he or she needs to procure the order in a given time period during booking orders. So, ang pinakamahalaga nito kasi is actually to get the capacity kung ano yung capacity ng planta para makagawa ng produkto doon sa mga needs ng ating mga customer. So how to compute? So eto na, nilagay ko na dito, i-ano nyo na lang, pag-aralan nyo na lang. So product sum, standard allowed minute. So means the time that takes a worker to complete a specific operation or produce a specific product, often calculated by using a stopwatch. So line efficiency, average, no efficiency of a product line or batch or section is important. No, important for a factory. Writing the use of the average 50% is recommended, lalo na pag bago lang. Therefore, calculation of product capacity in pieces would be production capacity in pieces, capacity in hours, times 60, product SAM, and line efficiency. Okay? So, ito yung example. So, kayo na pong bahala na pag-aralan yan para ma-compute nyo yung pinaka-production capacity, no? per day. So, expected product schedule and volume, expected production schedule and volume. So, ito yung mga kino-compute, yung production ng isang planta, no? Planning, the purpose of production planning or scheduling is basically to sustain flow. The personnel in charge of production scheduling regulates the labor force and process flow to attaining standard utilization of company resources with negligible downtime, least bottleneck, and level of output constant with all the resources being put into the process. So yung mga tables na dito na nakikita nyo, mga example lang, hindi yan yung mismo yung gagawin nyo. Siyempre, magdidepende yan doon sa kung ano yung business na meron kayo. Kasi noong nakaraan, kung ano lang nilagay ko, ganun din ang ginaya nyo. O halatang ano nyo lang, lahat kayo, ganun ang ginawa nyo, kaya lahat kayo mali. No? Number of ships planned. So, ito naman, gagawa rin kayo ng mga ships planned according to the business that you have. Planning the numbers of ships per day is a part of employee scheduling. The purpose of the employee scheduling is to place the right employees on an exact job at the precise times to meet business demand. So, ito is another example of a scheduling doon sa business nyo mismo. As you can see, Saturday to Friday ang nakalagay dito, ang shift nila, etc., etc. Okay? So, pag-aralan nyo na lang yan. So, usually tingnan nyo na lang dyan kung paano. Depende dun sa, depende dun sa business nyo. Okay? So, logistic distribution process, the focal point of distribution logistic is the shipment of goods from the manufacturer to the consumer. So, I want you also to do or make a table like this on your and explaining it how it's or what is the logistic distribution supply chain of your business. Okay? Now, let's go to the direct material, labor, and overhead requirements, which is the direct material cost is the cost of direct materials, which can be easily identified with the unit of the production. So we are talking about here the raw materials used how to make the product. So ito yung cost per case, per unit, etc. Yan, gagawa rin kayo ng table niyan, explaining it also, summarizing it, parang ganon ha, hindi lang yung table na ganyan. Next, the direct labor, direct labor, labor. Yan. So, direct materials, computation, direct labor computation, then meron dapat din kayo. Direct labor is employees or workers who are directly responsible in the production of consumer goods and services. Example, in a retail store, direct labor can be the people helping on the sales floor, responsible for the basic work and takes place serving the customer. So, ito yung example also ng mga direct labor. Kailangan nyo rin yung gumawa niyan kasi doon sa feasibility nyo, we need also those people and ano or sino or magkano ang kailangan expenses nyo for the people that you are going to hire. Okay? So overhead naman, overhead cost is an indirect cost granting common gain to the production of the different lines of products or rendering of a range of services. Overhead cost, how to compute it. This is an example of that overhead cost. Okay? I need also for you to do an overhead cost of your business. Okay? Okay. Now, moving on. Utilities. Utilities expenses is the cost of usage of utilities such as lighting, water, and heat. The nature of the size of the business operation is crucial in deciding what utilities the business may require. So utilities, pagdating sa utilities, you also need to compute the expenses of the business. This is how you compute it. Factory, for example, electricity expense of the factory, electricity expense of an office, for example. So you need to know what are those machines or plants or machineries, equipments, ano pa ba, yung mga office na office yung mga office something na yung mga yung mga na ginagamit sa office like aircons, etc. No? How you ano diyan, how you what do you call this, compute that. Lagay nyo ng ganito, table. Also, water and telephone internet expenses. You also need to put that and how you compute it. Okay? So also, the waste management, it is a composite to pay and use some type of trust service to the extent that you may have to contract the services of a private company that works in your area or take your trash directly to the closest landfill. So waste management sa mga businesses, meron yan. Hindi na actually halos lahat naman ng business merong waste management kahit saan. So I want you also to give me the waste management of your business. An example of this is this one. No? This one is an example of waste management, no? Sample waste disposal method that was been used. Okay? So, ganyan din ang gagawin nyo. Okay? So, lastly, prototype. No, you need to have a prototype of your product. I want to see that also. Doon na sa defense or pwede nyo ipacheck sa akin. Okay? So, prototype is a three-dimensional version of a product. It is an as a early sample model or release of a product built to test a concept or process or to act as a thing to be replicated or learned from. It is greatly economical to start with the handmade no matter how basic it is. Okay? So I will also stop share na ako. I will also send this to uh to the what do you call this, to the GC. Gawin niyo na yan. Next week will be our the submission of this one. Okay? So, yun lang. Have a great day.